Hi, this is Casey Trivia, the Lonesome Cowboy from Wyoming. I have spent 40 years figuring out how to turn a business into a cash cow. Now, you have an accounting practice, you do some tax returns, maybe you're an EA, maybe you just opened your shop from Martin Luther King Day out to April 15th. No matter how you set it up, I'm going to give you some information right now on how to become the primary small business tax return preparer in your marketplace. Now, the purpose of a business is to round up a herd full of cash cow customers. And those customers, we then go back to them and solve additional problems. We go back to them and sell them other services. They keep giving us money, but we've got to have that group in the pen. Now, here's the interesting information. It's tough to get them in the pen. You know, I love outsourced bookkeeping. It costs a business owner probably as much as $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year. That's a hard sale to make right out of the gate. So what we've been doing for the last year, and have discovered it to be so successful, is doing the small sale to get the client in the corral, and then we can work with them and build a relationship. Well, you know, the one thing that works the best for getting business owners in the corral, the one thing that never fails is tax returns. You know the reason why. They got to file. It's the law. Now, I'll tell you what's really good about selling something that people are compelled to buy. The choice is no longer yes or no. Yes, I'm going to buy it, or no, I'm not. The choice is I'm going to buy it from A or B. Well, everybody in sales knows it's so much easier to do the A or B sale than the yes or no. So we've got a great situation here for rounding up businesses, put them in our corral, and then we can go back later and we can sell them everything you think of. I don't care what you do. Let's just get them in the corral. That's the purpose of today's conversation. Now, we started doing this in July and August with QuickBooks seminars. And what happened is we developed one little website for QuickBooks seminars that everybody in the country uses. And that's why we're at the front page of the search engines. If you type in free QuickBooks training, as a matter of fact, let's look at it, I'll show you. Right here on Google, I just typed it in a few minutes ago, and I said, give me free QuickBooks training. And look at this, we popped up, there's Intuit, we can't beat Intuit, but right underneath them is QB Express. Now, we're on the second page for just plain QuickBooks training, but we're also climbing up on all the other search terms to page 1, and that's because we've got a combined effort of 500 accountants using the exact same website, the exact same page. And so what we're talking about on this video and on this website is how you can use a Build Your Tax Practice page right in your town. Nobody else, just one accountant. See, the way that the Google system works is it mostly attracts traffic. And if we can get traffic to a website, we zoom right to the top. One accountant out there in Topeka or one accountant out there in Orlando, Florida has a very, very tough time getting to the top. But 500 accountants all working together, we're right there. Now, the secret becomes, though, you don't want to be listed with 500 other people. You want your site. So watch what happens. Let's go back to the computer screen. What we're looking at right now is the QuickBooks site. And this is the one generic site that 500 accountants already use. We've got the country almost sold out on this one. But as soon as anybody comes in and asks for anything, they say, well, I want to know more about going to the QuickBooks class. It says, ho, give us a zip code. So the first thing they've got to do before they can get into it is put in a zip code. And I'm going to put in my wife's Lynn's zip code just to give you an example of how this works. Now notice before I click go, notice down here in the bottom left, referencing the referrals, well, those are generic, handsome people that we hired to give us referrals. This is a generic site. Notice in the top left, that's a picture of QuickBooks. Now I'm going to type on the word go, and the whole site changes. Now this happens instantly. As soon as somebody comes in and starts using the QuickBooks Made Easy, the QuickBooks Express website, Lynn's picture pops up, Lynn's phone number comes up, Lynn's clients come up on the references and referrals, and this is a real easy thing to do, by the way. Next time you go see a client, take one of those little flip cameras or your digital camera, and as soon as they say anything good about you, grab that camera and say, can I get that on film? And I want to put that on my referral base. And most of the men will do it right away. Women, they want to fuss up a little bit, but the men will do it immediately. It's no wonder I get in so much trouble saying things like that. But this will have your website, and then it sets a cookie. So from now on, whoever comes into the site, that's what they see. Now, this is why this is so important to you. The Build Your Tax Practice website that you're on right now is an introduction to all the details of how to work with us and how to be the one accountant in your marketplace, and just one. We have we divided the territories, the United States, up into towns. Most of them have about 10,000, some have about 15,000 businesses, and they're all divided up so when somebody comes into the website, and we're doing national advertising. I'm spending $5,000 a month on Google AdWords, and we've got 500 accountants sending their friends and emails to this. We're doing the search engine optimization work. I've got 6 people in the Philippines that work full-time doing that. So we're making this work, and we're getting this traffic into the website so that whenever anybody comes to the website looking for a business tax return, you're the local person. Now, the last thing I'm going to say about this, is that a good idea to get these business people to come to you on Google? If you'd asked me that 8 years ago, I'd have said that internet, it's just a fad. But I was wrong. This is hot. And here's the rest of the story. 29 million people are going to have to file some sort of a version of a business tax return this year. 26% of those, 7.5 million, are going to look up the return preparer online. That means 7.5 million people are going to go to the internet to search who's going to do their tax return this year. And if you're not on top, you are not even in the game. Now, for $22.38 a week, you can be on top. Now, it's not a guarantee this week, but I got to tell you, it took us only about 3 months to get on top for the QuickBooks, so I think we're going to do it even quicker here because now we know what to do. We were putzing around back there. Now we've got this licked. So we're looking forward to having you part of our team if you're looking to get some of those tax returns. Oh, and why should you do this? Why is this good news? Because once you sell somebody what they want a tax return. Hell, they got to get it done by law. Once you sell them what they want, then you can sell them what they need. And that's where you make all the money. So we're looking forward to talking to you. It's Casey Truby, Lonesome Cowboy. And as we say in Wyoming, when it's time to go into action, click that button, make a reservation, and let's ride. Thank you, partner. We'll see you down the trail.